Appeal Abuja Division has affirmed Natasha as a duly elected candidate for Kogi Central Senatorial election earlier, which was conducted in February. The court dismissed the appeal filed by Abubakar Ohere of lacking in merit. Earlier in September, the Kogi State Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Lokoja nullified the victory of Ohere of the APC as a winner of the Kogi Central Senatorial election. The court further declared Natasha of the PDP as the actual winner of the February senatorial election. However, Ohere who added to the appellate court to seek redress, but the court further upheld Akpoti Uduaghan as the winner of the poll. Meanwhile, the governor of Kogi State, Governor Bello, says he accepts the appeal court judgment affirming Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan as a duly elected candidate for Kogi Central. Take a listen to him.
I accept the decision of the appeal court, and I use this opportunity to congratulate my sister, Barrister Natasha Akpoti, as the senator of the Kogi Central Senatorial District. Let me also use this opportunity to congratulate everybody that have participated so far in this democratic process. This is the beauty of democracy. I use this opportunity again to call on everybody from Kogi Central to please accept this decision, work hand in hand with all the elected members of both national and state House of Assembly, and let us drive the cause of development of our senatorial district, our state, and the nation at large.
Governor Bello earlier today at the presidential villa. Well, of course, in the camp of Natasha Akpoti, right there in his senatorial district, seems to be some jubilation and a lot of people who are already celebrating the victory of their own. All right, then. Let's speak with the winner of that case, which the appeal court ruled on today. I'm being joined by Senator-elect Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, who joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much indeed, and congratulations for your victory.
Good evening, Sean.
Twice lucky now, isn't it?
You say so? Yes, it is.
You won at the trial court, now you're winning at the appellate court.
Yes. Good evening, Nigerians. Thanks for having me, Sean. Up until I was declared the winner, I still wasn't absolutely sure that I was going to have the appellate court grant me victory. Because, I mean, this is Nigeria. Anything can happen. And I pretty much wish you had not played the governor's message right here, because I'm just getting to watch it now. It just brought a ray of emotions. He said this is politics, this is the beauty. This is not the beauty of politics. You don't endanger people. You don't set out to kill people. You don't destroy properties. You don't frustrate the electoral processes just because you want your candidate to win, and call it the beauty of democracy.
That's not it. Allegation of something the governor wanted to kill.
I mean, everybody in Nigeria.
Evidence to that.
I had guns. I had his henchmen shoot at my vehicle. I have video evidence of that.
Oh, and you are sure?
I'm telling you, it was the immediate past. They were adorned in APC shirts, and one of them was Amoka. He was actually the returning officer for OK local government. He led a group of 10 men to shoot at me. I have the videos capturing that.
Why
that is it.
So,
apart from that, the governor actually cut roads.
Yeah.
Please let me speak.
Go ahead, please.
The governor, a day to elections, he dug gullies, cutting 5 roads. That was just to prevent elections from taking place. I'm probably endangering my life. There was a day to elections. Thank God we had the payloader, and I went all night. We had to cover the gullies so the election can take place. I don't think we're here today to speak about what happened and what transpired. We're going to have more time when we're forging ways to advance democracy and sanitize the electoral space. But I'll say this today. I'm pretty much in a mourning mood because 2 days ago we lost His Royal Majesty, the Ohinoyi of Iberia land. He was like a father to me. I've known him pretty much all my life. And I wish he was alive to witness this day because he was a pillar. He was persecuted, he was attacked for my sake. His palace was bombed. And he was at the point of being deposed, if not for the intervention of the immediate past president, Buhari. A lot went on that we couldn't even put before the media because it was more like, I didn't want to seem as if I was every day crying for help. I wanted to show strength. I didn't want people to, or discourage other women like me from entering politics and thinking, oh, it's too violent, it's too volatile. I had to show strength. That is why I did not tell every part of this story, everything I went through. It was so much more than the world knows. But that being said, I thank God today, and I really praise the judiciary for having the courage to stand forth through the events that took place and going through the documents diligently and affirming me as the winner. And that is where I would like to celebrate from. And also, I'm going to take it that before our king died, His Royal Majesty, the Ohinoyi of Iberia land, I was with him 2 weeks ago in the hospital where he laid frail. And he smiled. He acknowledged the fact that we won at the tribunal. And I'm trying to find a silver lining in that he related to he has gone to heaven knowing that his efforts did not go to waste. As at today, we are hoping to get the certificate of return from INEC and as soon as possible get sworn into the 10th Senate so I can start working for my people. Because this means a whole lot for everybody there. We all suffered, and the reason why people across party lines turned out en masse to vote me was like a movement. I mean, we won 4 local governments on ground. If there was election in the 5th, which is Okene, I bet you Shenwe would have won, because the people across party lines, religion, gender just wanted a dear, good representation for them. Yeah, and that is what they voted. So I'm so eager to resume and work.
Land so that you can. I saw that by the time you were talking about those incidents that happened, you were a bit emotional. But as a lawyer, yes, you understand when you make weighty allegations, when it relates to one person wanting to kill another. These are weighty allegations, which of course need to be substantiated, especially when the person in question is not right there to defend himself. That's why I'm asking, because that needed to be clarified. So, but having said that, what does this victory mean for you? It's just a handful of women in the National Assembly. And now you're just going to be one of those bright ones that are going to be in the National Assembly. What does this victory mean for you?
For me, first off, it's a personal conviction that once anyone sets his or her mind to something, you must have the courage to go through. So I actually applaud myself for having determination to go through this. And of course, it means a lot to my family. My husband, God bless him, he's just an amazing person. The Alema of Warri Kingdom, High Chief Emmanuel Oduaha, he's just an amazing person. If women had more husbands like him, and girls had more fathers like him, and sisters had more brothers like him, there will be more women occupying leadership position, because he embraced my dream and stood by me even at points when I was withering and almost not believing that this journey could yield fruition. He was there, my children and the good people of Kogi Central. This journey means, this victory today is a testament, and I hope to prove myself to Nigerians that women can lead, and we do have intelligent, capable people. Yeah. And to me, it's just an opportunity to bring leadership closer to the people. I want to bring the best of innovation to leadership. So we wouldn't just see a senator being an up-headed person. I'm going to be very engaged. I'm going to bring transformation. I'm going to work with the president, even though he's in the opposition party. I'm going to work with all the ministers. I have a few of them as my friends. I'm looking forward to interacting with the new DG of Smith and Mr. Charles Obi, I guess. He? Yeah. Yes, of course. He's a founder of SME 100, because I intend to bring a lot of business support to my people and many others. So
yeah, I was going to ask, all of this tussle, this struggle to be in a political office, the way you described it looks like a war front.
It was.
And now you are here today, and I'm wondering how much of a benefit, what exactly is your end goal? What are you looking to achieve and bring to the people of your senatorial district? What in specific should they be looking forward to?
Transformational leadership, one that will bring a lot of economic development and social justice.
But you're just a lawmaker, not in the executive arm of government.
I will work, let me tell you, there are so many. I have oversight functions. I will have oversight functions over the executive. And I'm going to work with all the ministers, from the Ministry of Health, even blue economy, because we do have waters around Ajakuta, Ministry of Steel, to see how Ajakuta is revived, infrastructure, that's roads, and many others. I'm going to interact with all the ministries.
You don't know which committee you'll be functioning in yet, but
I would fix myself in as many relevant committees as possible.
But what is your passion? What is your passion? What do you think is your passion? What would you like to be known for as a senator?
I would want to be known as a woman who is bold and reformative. That's it. I'm going to speak on issues that many people shy away from. Mind you, I have no godfather, so I have nobody holding whips around me and telling me, don't speak on this. I'm accountable only to my people, the people of Kogi Central and Nigeria. And through that, I'm going to connect and resonate. One of my favorite quotes by Eleanor Roosevelt is, if you want to handle yourself, you think with your head. If you want to handle people, think with your heart. So I'm going to be quite, I'm going to bring the human perspective into leadership. And through that, I'll connect to almost every fora of the human life. It will be quite different, but bold and courageous.
There are quite some very fantastic women in the Senate this time. Adejoke Adefulure from Lagos, the senator representing the FCT. I mean, you will be joining, and I'm wondering, what does this mean for the governorship election coming on the 11th of November in your state? Is there any implication for that?
I'm a member of my PDP, yes, and I'm standing by my candidate.
That's Dino Melaye? Yes,
I am, and I'm going to go all out to campaign for him.
Your central district is going to be a tough for a lot of political battle, because you know what the opposition is, a stronghold of the opposition in your state ahead of the governorship election.
You know, I told you that an average Kogite is interested in good leadership. I know so far the campaigns have been divided along ethnic lines. We have the Ibira agenda, we have the Igala agenda. But what I tell people is the agenda the Kogite should be interested in is freedom and development. And that is what matters, because we are extremely backward and an average Kogite is poor. We have no jobs. Our roads are dilapidated. Businesses are suffering. Yet we are very intelligent and hardworking people. So what the people in the next election, if you're a Kogite, what should matter to you is not about tribe or ethnicity. It's about yourself and your future and the economy you want to project for your personal self and your community. And that's how you should vote.
And you're not saying, well, this could be any of the political parties. It doesn't have to be the PDP. Is that what you're saying?
You asked me about my personal conviction. Yeah. So I told you, as a party faithful, I'm standing by my candidate.
And you think that your candidate is fit enough, has the capacity to lead the people of Kogi State at this time?
Of course he is. He has the capacity. He's been a serving senator. He's performed well. He's passed most bills than any other senator in the country. He's had very healthy debates in the past times. And I believe he can also lead the people of Kogi Central. More importantly, I'm all about balance. Now, the district that my candidate comes from, Senator Dino Melaye, is Kogi West, and they have never produced a governor. They have never.
You think they are deserving in that district?
They are deserving for balance, for equity, for fairness and justice.
But do they have the numbers? Because politics is about the numbers.
Of course. The West, they have the numbers. They're more populated than Central. They are. The largest district is East, and then we have the West, and then Central. But then, Mind you, Senator Dino Melaye's deputy is a woman. And that means if we vote the duo in, then we are going to have the first female deputy governor. And that's some representation. That's half the voters, even more than half the voters in our elections are women. I have to stand by my gender. I want a role model for my daughter and for other girls around there. So now I know most of the calls I've gotten, I've seen many messages of people, young girls saying, Natasha, you are our hero. So I want our women to also have a hero in the deputy governor.
We want Amazons right there in the National Assembly, in leadership offices. We want bold voices, bold, and courageous, audacious people.
Yes.
But then the question here is, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan going into the Senate, how much of an inspiration do you think this is for, especially for a lot of women, young ladies and young girls out there who are aspiring to be in political offices, but culturally speaking, there is these tendencies to say, to leave them behind or to scare them away. But the question is, you've gone through, this is not your first time of running for an election. You've wanted to be a governor.
Yeah, even the Senate, I contested the Senate under the SDP. And I won that, but I was rigged again. It was also a movement.
If you are to do something based on your experience in running for election and the fact that you've not had it up until now, what would you like to reform or change when the votes on electoral reform is raised on the floor?
You started by asking me, what does it mean to women I'd like to inspire, and how it's going to transform into shaping a healthy electoral space. Personally, I'm going to set up leadership classes that will probably run as seminars and have to mentor a lot of young people, not just ladies, but young men, everyone who is interested and they know they have the X factor to lead and represent their spaces. Mind you, before I got into politics, I'm a lawyer as well, and I have an MBA in oil and gas management, so I am actually a technocrat. And I intend to encourage more people like myself, because if you look at, I will speak for my states today, the kind of caliber of people we have in the administrative sphere, they are, I would just say, below what we actually should churn out. I want to have more people like me who are technocrats, who have been executives in the corporate sector, delve into politics and create policies, shape laws, provide reforms, so we can just have a healthier Nigeria. So on my own personal capacity, I'm going to have leadership and mentorship classes for young people, both women and men across, because I understand the gap we have, and we must raise the standard of leadership in Nigeria if we must progress and succeed. Maybe you would join politics too someday.
I don't have the liver. I love to do what I'm doing right now. I think I will do it for a long time. It makes me sleep well at night. I don't know whether you politicians...
Tell me, I haven't slept. I'm just surprised that I don't know if my voice is perfect.
So you see the reason why I need to sleep
I haven't slept.
I love what I'm doing.
You know, I had an accident.
Oh, sorry about
that. You remember I had an accident April on the 14th, and then I was on crutches for a whole month. I had a huge scar. I'm surprised that it healed quite well. So yes, politics does take its toll. But then the question is it worth it? Today I can actually say it's worth it.
Congratulations again, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, on your victory, and I wish you the very best. And don't forget that the people of your senatorial district whom you are representing
I won't disappoint them.
They are the real essence of all of this.
I won't disappoint them.
Thank you so much indeed for your time.
Thank
Congratulations.
You, Thank you.